Good morning, everybody. It is day 2. It's the beginning of day 2 of this like week-long vacation thrifting thing that I got going on. Basically, I'm on vacation from my regular job for a week, so I'm, spending the time getting out doing some thrifting. So we actually took yesterday off, which was nice. Although I did do some processing and get some priority items listed and stuff. But this morning, it is currently 10 to 9. I've been up since 4 o'clock, not because I needed to be up that early, but because I passed out at 8:30 last night. We're parked outside our first thrift store today. They open in 10 minutes, and we're just kind of parked here chatting and getting ready to go in. It is another one of the Frenchie stores, like part of the chain that I normally go to. So, we typically, when we come to this store, it's a pretty big store. I'll show you guys once we get inside. I mean, we're not hard pressed to spend $150 to $200 in here when we come if we're finding good stuff. So, that might happen today. We're also going to go to Value Village. I'll show that when we're there. And then there's a couple little smaller thrift stores in the area that are worth popping in on the off chance they have something good. I found some decent stuff there before, but I don't really have high hopes for them necessarily. But yeah, so we're just sitting in the car chatting, and we had to stop and use the bathroom at a local Tim Hortons here once we get off the highway. And it was hilarious because we fueled up the car this morning, and gas is like $1.88 per liter, which is just craziness. But there's still people sitting in Tim Hortons drive-through idling for 10 minutes, driving to the place to idle for 10 minutes so they can get their $3 coffee and whatever breakfast sandwich they bought, and then complain about gas prices. So I'm not saying all these people are. It's funny how gas prices don't seem to deter people from sitting in drive-thrus idling for 10 minutes. Anyway, here's my little mini rant at 10 to 9 in the morning. So we're going to...
How detailed you are with the day already.
How detailed I am with the day already? Yeah, well, I'm getting into the details already. I've been awake for almost 5 hours already, and it's just crazy because I already feel kind of tired, which is not good necessarily, but we are going to get some Starbucks today. Actually, we're going to get some Starbucks, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. We don't do that very often because obviously we don't live near one, but we're going to get one today because there's one near the Value Village. And that'll be our little treat, and that will wake me back up a little bit. But anyways, we're just going to sit here and chat for a few minutes until they open the door. Hoping it's not going to be very busy. Monday morning at 9 a.m. is probably not their busiest time at a closing thrift store. So I guess we'll find out. All right, well, there wasn't much to show in there because, there wasn't much to show in there. A big store, but man, they must have had a busy weekend or something because I thought this would be a good time to show up. There was not much of anything good there. I mean, we did all right. We spent like $90. We got, a decent amount of stuff. Thank God for Torrid, huh? Mm-hmm. Torrid always coming through with the inventory touch, so that's nice. But yeah, pretty slim pickings. So we are off to Value Village now. We're gonna go. We got some donations in the back. We'll drop off, get a coupon and stuff, and see what happens. right, so Value Village, I mean, I forget what I showed in there. Jamie and I both noticed like the shelves were pretty empty. I mean, there were a lot of gaps, both in clothing and hard goods and stuff. First thing I do when I go in there, and I'll show you here, you know, I got a Wii. I think I may have showed it when I took it to the car, I'm not sure, but yeah, they had like $61 on it, which is very high. But you know what? I just very politely asked the person. I was like, hey, can I take a look at something in the cabinet here? But I am a little bit curious about the price. I just want to make sure that this is actually the right price on it, and you know, there wasn't like a mix-up or something. Not complaining, just wondering, basically. And yeah, she was very, very reasonable. She's like, you know what? We don't have control over our pricing anymore, but yeah, that one's been here for a while. I can tell from the tag, and we'll go ahead and adjust that back down for you. And she came back out in a couple of minutes, and it was $30 plus had a $20 coupon. So that was definitely a way better deal. I mean, it had like, you know, controllers and everything you needed as well. So, and it was the red like mini, the top loader, like second version. So, I mean, I could still lot it up with some games and get, you know, a decent profit on it for sure. But yeah, anyway, I had a good little conversation with her. It was nice of her to be reasonable about it and not take it personally, but I also was trying to be like as pleasant and calm about it as possible, like not, you know, accusatory or like negative about it. Just, look, I'm interested in this, but it does seem higher than I normally buy Wii's, you know, at Value Village. So, you know, can we take a look at it? So anyway, best we could do, it worked out. Otherwise, we didn't get a whole lot in there, but we're gonna just take a stop in a grocery store to try to find an item that we can't get close to home, and then hit up a couple more thrift stores and probably grab some Starbucks here soon as well. I haven't eaten. I did eat some breakfast this morning, but I didn't eat like any kind of meal yet since we've been out, so I might grab a bite to eat as well. But in any case, let's go. So in this little store, I ended up finding a whole stack of sealed games. I think I got something like 10 or 12 sealed games for $5 a piece. Definitely a pretty good score in here where you don't normally find all that much, but yeah, good day. And next to the games and stuff, there's like a toys section, and you know, I've gotten some pretty good stuff in here before. You know, I thought this little air hockey table was pretty cool, good price and stuff, but you know, it just wasn't something I needed, and I wouldn't want to ship it. Yeah, I didn't find anything here today, but I found some really cool games and stuff in here before, and like special edition stuff. All right, so we are parked outside of a, well, not technically outside of a Starbucks, or outside of one of our superstores, which is a grocery chain that has Starbucks in them sometimes. Not all of them do. Anyway, went in, we got some oat vanilla lattes, and I've got some mini Oreos here to snack on. So, you know, some people, like we obviously have talked about it before, like, you know, we're plant-based, we're vegan. As you can see, it's not always for health, but that's okay. We live like, you know, over an hour away from a Starbucks, like we mentioned before, so sometimes we'll get them when we're out and we're near one. We've done pretty well today. It started off a little slow, but we found some good stuff. We found some good stuff at the last place, which was like an SPCA thrift store. I didn't film in there because things just got hectic. And it is really tight quarters in there as well, but I found a bunch of really cool, like sealed M&M type stuff. So we'll show a bit of that at some point. But anyway, we're just taking a little bit of a breather here. I'm gonna have a few sips of this coffee and eat a few mini Oreos, and then we've got at least one more little stop we're gonna hit up, which is actually part of the chain of thrift stores that we go to all the time. But it's a really small one, kind of out of the way. So we typically don't find a lot there, but hey, you never know. Like we've found some gems there before, so not like huge hopes, but it's on our way, so we're gonna stop it anyway. And I don't know what the next clip will be, but it will definitely be after enjoying some of this oat vanilla latte at Oreos. Not a super exciting video today. Here we are just going into that final place, and we found a couple of things, but in any case, check out the haul videos. We'll show what we found during this trip. It was okay. It was decent.